The FDA has banned the use of red dye number 3 in food nearly 35 years after it was prohibited in cosmetics. The chemical is added to candy, drinks, and medicines like cough syrup to give them a bright red color.
Joining us now is Dr. Melinda Ring. She's the director of the Osher Center for Integrative Health at Northwestern University Feinberg School and a Northwestern medicine physician. Good morning, Dr. Ring.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for joining us. So these studies date back to the 1980s. These were animal studies, but I'm curious as to why it took so long for there to be a ban on red dye number 3.
Yeah, unfortunately, the regulatory processes for food additives can take years and even decades, like we're seeing here. The FDA requires extensive scientific evidence. They do cost-benefit analyses. Then there's public comment periods, all before they'll make a ruling. So on average, it takes over 7 years to finalize a significant regulatory change. So this is a real issue when it comes to our public safety.
But they had already banned cosmetics. So you're saying with food, there's an additional rule that if it causes cancer in rats, that's meaningful. There's been a story in the news that alcohol causes all kinds of cancers, but we don't ban alcohol. Can you kind of help us understand this process?
I don't know that I could get into the weeds of what happens in the FDA versus the cosmetics regulation industry. I do know that, you know, when there is something like this particular issue, even right now, we're seeing complications where their timeline for phasing out the red dye number 3 is given another several years. So I think it's a very frustrating process for consumers. Many of us, in terms of these food additives, feel that the health risks that are identified with something like red food dye number 3, which include cancer development, include things like mental disorders because it affects the brain, fertility issues. You know, we're talking about multiple potential risks, not just thyroid tumors in rats. That the fact that they're allowing it until 2027 for this to actually get off the shelves
Right.
is a real concern. And I think it highlights the need for us as consumers to really take care of ourselves and be proactive.
How about so I see a lot of parent groups saying, you know, celebrating this idea that, you know, the FDA is finally taking action, but there's these other dyes that parents are concerned about as well. How concerned are you about the other, you know, there's red dye, the other types of red dye, there's other yellow dyes that people are concerned about. How concerned are you about those dyes?
You know, to me, I'm always eat real food if you can.
Yes,
Food
right.
has beautiful natural colors in it. And my recommendation is check food labels and avoid any dye that has a number after it. Many companies, and in Europe, they've been doing this they've already implemented all of these, where you can get the food colorants from things like beet juice or turmeric that have bright red, bright orange colors. And besides that, when we talk about those phytonutrients that create those colors, they actually have health benefits to us. So why aren't we doing that already?
Since you brought it up, just real quickly, it seems like the FDA is way more lenient than Europe. Is that because there are economic pressures?
I suspect that, yes, this is some of the big business having pressure, having an influence that leads to decisions that are maybe not always in the public's best interest. And we'll see if that changes. For now, I encourage people to look at some of the trusted resources that are out there, the Environmental Working Group, which is at ewg.org, the Center for Science in the Public Interest, which is cspi.net. They're putting out things that help people stay informed. And there's also many of them started by parents who have concerns, real public advocacy efforts that are trying to push for greater transparency and stricter regulations. So there's a lot we can do. And frankly, we have to do, especially for me parents, because kids are littler and their surface area means that when we're putting these potentially harmful chemicals when their bodies are developing, it may have down the road, many issues.
All right.
And it may be why we're having so many pandemics around health, obesity, mental health issues, fertility issues. We just need to be as proactive as we can.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Ring.
My pleasure.